Just a quick one, though. The United Nations, to me, on many fronts, is a rather loopy outfit. They've now got these guidelines for their staff members where you can't say guests are cordially invited to attend with their wives. You must say guests are cordially invited to attend with their partners. Are we going to go down that track?
No, see, I hate to disappoint you, and I was on such a good run with you, but again, if someone wants to be known as someone's partner, I'm relaxed with that, Alan.
Yeah,
it doesn't worry
I agree.
me.
But it shouldn't be the only option.
Well, I guess part of the challenge is birth is a pretty amazing thing, and I think we can afford to have three different boxes in that.
But it's just that the United Nations, Bill, the United Nations said they don't want you to use man-made, it's got to be human-caused, or they can't say a staff member in the Antarctic earns less than he would in New York. They've got to say a staff member in the Antarctic earns less than one would in New York. I mean, someone's got to put stop to this nonsense, haven't they?
Well, some of your listeners will be relieved. I'm not running for Secretary General of the United Nations, so it'll be up to other people to sort that out.
That could be later. That could be later, couldn't it?
No. I just I can think of other candidates. I'm quite keen to just make sure that Services Australia and government services, that people feel included, not excluded. And this was one for the mums, and that's okay. And if you want to call yourself something else, as I got bombarded by different points of view on this when we changed the form back to the original form, it was that you call yourself what you want. I'm not trying to stop you, but there's lots of people who want to call themselves mums. And I think when it comes to something as amazing as the birth of a child, I think we could let that one go.
Good on you. Good on you. You've done a user service audit of MyGov. You're talking about ministerial responsibility. Is it as you wanted it to be? You said at the time you needed to be a much more seamless exercise. I mean, people were waiting up to an hour. You said, I'm amazed there's not more rage out there. Are you happy with how MyGov is now responding to those who want to use it?
It's a work in progress. There has been quite a bit of work done to move people online. My view of government services is that a lot of people are getting used to going online. So we want to make sure the online services are efficient and don't lead to delay or frustration. But also there's a proportion of the population who don't feel comfortable going online. We have to make sure that we have offices and real people that people can visit. I've even reached out to some of Australia's leading homelessness charities and the Salvos at the top end of Burke Street in Melbourne, and Bill Cruz in Sydney, and Father Bob down in South Melbourne, the Vinnies up in Darwin. And we've embedded trained Centrelink staff so they can go out at night, talk to the homeless people. So I want everyone in Australia to get a fair go and access government services. So we'll do a lot more on MyGov though, and we've got David Thodey and some pretty expert reviewers to see how do we make it better. For me, I've got a simple aspiration. Is it the best in the world? And then it's only good enough. Only then is it good enough for Australians.
Good on you. Good on you. Well, you're doing a terrific job on that front.